Welcome everybody, this is Mr. Blackstone coming to you live today, and today is the introduction to the Ace Frehley guitar build. So I'm going to show you the parts that I'm using. This is the hardware. So what I have here is these are the Guitar machine heads. So, and they are silver. So yeah, those are the ones I'm going to be using. They're pretty much the same ones I always use. I know on a lot of Ace Frehley builds, they don't use the vintage imperial style, which I'm using. But anyways, I like these better. So maybe because I'm building it, this is not supposed to be a copy of somebody else's work. It's my own work that I'm building myself. So I'm not going to try to copy somebody else. So those are the Guitar machine heads, locking machine heads like always. And instead of chrome, or I should say, instead of all gold hardware that I normally use on all my builds, I am using a lot of chrome. Because Ace Frehley loved his chrome, so I'm going to stick to that tradition. And these are the pods for and these are going to be split coils. So yeah, so that's that. I got a lot of goodies in here. My little goodie. And now, has anybody got any guesses what these are? Yeah, you guessed it. These are the guitar pickups. Right there. Yeah, so of course, and if you see, the pickup covers are gold. Yes, I know Ace Frehley liked his chrome, but because I'm building, there's got to be gold in it. So yeah, like I said, this is not going to be an Ace Frehley copy. This is something I'm building myself. But the pickup rings are chrome plated. So yeah, so that's the what pickup? Yeah, that's the bridge pickup. Now, I had to order these pickups in sets in order to get the pickups I wanted. So what I had to do, so I'll show you that just a little soon, but what I got here, so this is the neck pickup, gold cover, but that's not the pickup I'm going to use, but I will use the gold cover. So I'm going to have to take that gold cover off or buy a gold cover. But you want to see the rope pickups, and of course, a little surprise here. What I have is this is a Geiger roller bridge. In previous builds, my roller bridges were gold, but I'm going with chrome this time, but the little rollers are brass, so yeah, it's kind of like a gold color. So there is going to be gold because I'm building it. I like my gold. So I'll set that there, and yeah, here, and it's all Geiger hardware. And that, of course, you gotta have the tiger on it, or I should say lion's head. So like cat, so that's gonna be that. So, and again, chrome. So far we got pickup covers are gold, rings are chrome. Let's see what else I got in my goodie bag. Can you guess what I got in this little goodie bag? And of course, all my hardware is Geiger, so it's I love Geiger. So what I got here is, for a surprise, take a look at this. This is brass, of course, but I want the gold. Like, I like the gold color, so I'm kind of mixing the two. So that's an unboxing for that. And this build, I'm doing something a little bit different. And it's, if you will, call it an experiment. I'm going to put this here. So yeah, truss rod cover. Put that back. And a little goodie box. And you'll never guess what this is. So I know, yeah, you're thinking it's gold. Oh, yes it is. Goddamn right it's going to be gold, because I'm building it, so there's going to be gold on the guitar. There has to be when I'm building it. Yeah, so, give you a hint of what this is. It requires one of these. And a little wrench. And another thing it requires a little plate, which I'm going to probably glue on to secure. So that's a little plate. Anybody got to guess what this is? Can you guess what it is? Yeah. So this is the treat of the century for any build. This is something brand new to me. I've never experimented with this, but I'm gonna do it. And if I fuck it up, well, I guess I fuck it up. Anybody got any guesses what that is? Any guesses? It's a roller bridge. Yep, a Geiger roller bridge. So instead of a regular bone or a nut bridge, I'm using a roller bridge, because they say that with the roller bridges you get infinite sustain and you don't get as much pull and stretch, so the guitar strings stay fresher longer because they're not rubbing up against anything. So my guitar's gonna be rolling. So yeah, so that's a roller nut. So a roller bridge and a roller nut, and you use this little tool here, you put that in there, and you can adjust the height, so I can make it higher or lower, so I don't have to do any shaving, which is fucking great. It's so that's going to be a first for me. I've never experimented with using these before, but from what I hear, people who have used them are like, yeah, you know, over it. So I'm always trying new different things with my builds. Alright, but so just before, wait, am I got any more? Oh yeah, yep. And like always, all my guitars gotta have wood. That's going to be a thing with me. Every guitar build is going to have wood dials. And we got rosewood dials. Volume and tone dials. So that's, I know it's a bit dark with the, but yeah, it's good. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. So yeah, so those that's what I'm using, and these are Geiger. all my hardware is Geiger. So I got 4 of those. Now I got another treat. It hasn't come in yet. I can't start the build without it. but it's going to be here soon. And of course the toggle switch. Another thing I always put on every one of my builds is, and like I said, there's going to be gold on my guitar because I'm building it. So that's for the guitar strap pegs, and these are the locking pegs. Nothing but the best for this because, well, you know, if you're going to build a tribute to somebody who you, to a musician you admire or whatever it is, you need to. Now, you're probably wondering, there's one more package I ain't done showing you yet. So, well, don't worry, I'm going to get to it. My little goodie bag. Well, it's not in a goodie bag, but before I show you that, but I got to put that. Alright. Yeah, so the bridge pickup on the guitar is a high output pickup. It's 15.5 kilohertz. So yeah, now to show you the surprise thing, and oh yeah, like with all my guitar builds, the humbuckers are going to be split coil. Now can you guess what I got in my hand? No guesses? Well, alright, I'll tell you. What I got here, I haven't got anything up. What I got me here, I got a little something special in here. Let me just do it in there. Alright, I'll unwrap it. And what I have here, are you ready for it? It's pickup. So this is going to be the neck pickup. Now, so the bridge is 15.5 kilohertz, and this is 8 kilohertz, but this is a half rail pickup. It's a half rail humbucker. So, and the reason why I'm going with this, now I'm going to put a gold pickup cover on top. So if you notice, that's a rail. The top part is rail. So when it's on the humbucking option, so when the coil's not split, it's using that coil and that coil. So the top and the bottom coil. So when I'm playing, I'm not going to get any sound loss whatsoever. It's going to be a solid output sound. Now when I split the coil, what's going to happen is, so it's going to be this coil, the hexagon screw coil with the screw posts. That coil is going to be the one that's going to be active, so that you get that twang, the same twang that you get like from a telly or whatever, a single coil pickup. Now the reason why I didn't go with a double rail is because in order to get that quacking sound you get from a single coil pickup, you need the solid rail won't do that. You won't get that quacking sound because of the variance of the volume from the string moving from the little away from the posts, because that's like a straight rail, so you're getting like a constant feed. So when I split the coils, that's going to be the coil that's going to be active, so I can get like the quacking sound. So if I'm playing some twanging music like country or something, or some blues where I really want a hell of a lot of twang, well, that's going to do it for me. So yeah, and of course, so yeah, you can tell like they're going to be split coil because of the different colors of the wires and that. So that is the sorry, I'm tired. My cat woke me up at 6:30 in the morning. He keeps waking me up earlier than ever. So yeah. But anyway, that's my parts. I do have something else coming in. I can't really start the build till I get it. But I'll just have to wait till I get around to doing that part of the build to show you what it is. I'm gonna probably, but I'll give you a hint though. It involves the neck. Or should I say the headstock. And so I'll be right back. I'm going to show you what I'm going to finish it with. Alright, so what I'm going with to finish the guitar with is this stuff here. Yep, shellac. And this is the clear coat high gloss shellac. I've used varnish and I've used Danish oil. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not going to use a varnish or Danish oil. Well, because I want the guitar to have a bit of a shine to it, because most Gibson Les Pauls and other guitars are done with a shellac or whatever. So, and I've worked with shellac when I did carpentry when I was a teenager, so I know how shellac goes on and I know how it looks. And when I used shellac for the neck on the Spellcaster, the neck came out really good, nice and smooth, and had a nice texture to it. The shellac is a lot easier to apply than what a varnish is. Danish oil is quite easy to apply to, but the problem with Danish oil is Danish oil does not, it doesn't protect the actual guitar. So I want to protect the guitar. It's because I'm spending a lot of money on this shit, so yeah, when you spend money on stuff and you're really a lot of money, I'm spending more than what I normally would on a guitar build, so, or what I have. I mean, well, the previous build I did cost me a shit ton of money, so, but yeah, it's but yeah, that was my most expensive build. Now this is going to be my most expensive build. So every guitar I build, each one gets more expensive than the last. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to rob a bank or something in order to be able to afford to build the next guitar, because of how much it's going to cost, or somehow win the lottery or something, because it's getting expensive. So I should show you what I should bring out the Spellcaster. Yeah, so to explain why I'm going to use shellac is, if you see how that neck turned out like that, using shellac, and that's what shellac does. And I only put like 3 coats of that, and it was a fairly thin shellac. So yeah, so that's why I'm going to use, because if you just how the color in that comes out, that's the effect you want on a guitar. So I mean, the back of the guitar, I mean, it turned out pretty good with the varnish, but it's got more of a flat finish, you know, than what the shellac has. So the shellac's gonna have a bit more of a shine to it, and that's why I'm going to go with the shellac for the whole guitar. You know, so it'll have that nice shine, and you know, then I'm gonna probably put maybe 4 coats of shellac on the guitar. So yeah, and it's gonna be stained blue, so the top of the guitar is gonna be stained blue, and then the back of the guitar is going to be sunburst, and the back part of the neck is going to be sunburst as well. But the headstock, the front of the headstock, that's going to be blue. And I have a little treat for the headstock. I'm going to try to get the inlay to be a lightning bolt inlay. I can get some inlay stickers that I can actually put in, and you know, I'm either going to go with stickers, or I'm going to have to cut the inlay out for the neck. So yeah, so that's pretty much this stream. When am I going to start my build is probably the prevailing question. Right now I'm just waiting on a couple of things, but I should get it either this week or by Monday or Tuesday next week for sure. So yeah, but until then I'm going to be racing. I'm going to be live streaming me racing and playing Red Dead Redemption. So I'll be doing that, and yeah. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tell your friends, and please come back, come and watch my stream, even if I'm just racing. That way you'll get an update as to when I start the build. So like as soon as I'm starting it on, as soon as I get everything I need, I'm gonna be building right away. Like, I'm not gonna waste any time on it. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. This is Mr. Blackstone once again saying hail fucking Satan and hail Amun-Ra. Please like, share, subscribe to our friends. This is Mr. Blackstone signing out.